Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, I believe that if you set your mind to something, anything is possible. And not to sound full of myself, but I believe that I am living proof of this because I was able to get a great education debt-free, travel the world, live abroad, live in other states, and even be my own boss for the last 2 years. Everything I've set my mind to, I've achieved, and I've achieved these things because I've discovered that what makes something achievable in life is your ability to manage this money. If you can manage your money in a way that empowers you, you can do anything you set your mind to. And so in this video, I want to talk about my 7-step money management system that has allowed me to live my best life. And if you take these 7 steps, I think that you will discover that anything is possible. And so let's start off with the first step: not owe anything to anybody. Now, the first step that will allow you to live your best life is to be free from any financial burdens in life. And by financial burdens, I'm talking about debt, like credit card debt, auto loans, or student loans. Because when you have these debts in life, you are not 100% free to do what you want because you owe something to somebody. In trying to live the life that you want while owing something to somebody is sort of like trying to cross a bridge, where you are on one side and the life you want is on the other, but these debts are blockades preventing you from crossing. In order to live your best life, the first thing that you must do is get rid of all these financial burdens and pay off your credit card debt, pay off your auto loans, and pay off your student loans, because when these barriers disappear, you can fully focus on getting where you want to go. And once you rid yourself of financial burdens and don't owe anything to anybody, the second step is create a nest egg. Now, to go back to that bridge metaphor where you're on one side and the life you want is on the other, the first step to getting to the other side is getting rid of the barriers of debt. Now, the next step that will allow you to get to the other side is by creating a nest egg. And by a nest egg, I mean having a good deal of financial security that acts as a buffer between you and being broke, that could consist of savings, investments, and assets. Because life is full of twists and turns and surprises, and on the pursuit to live your dream life, on the journey, you're going to come across many unexpected obstacles, and your nest egg is what will allow you to get past these unexpected obstacles. In order to live your dream life, you must create a solid nest egg that protects you against life's surprises, because it makes the unpredictability of life more manageable. And simultaneously, while you're creating your nest egg, you also need to do the next step and organize your nest egg for maximum potential. So as I said, a nest egg acts as a buffer between you and being broke and consists of various things like savings, investments, and assets. And your nest egg allows you to get past unexpected things on the journey to the life you want. And while you're building your nest egg, you also need to organize it in a way that maximizes potential but also minimizes risk. And doing this is a lot easier than it sounds. The first thing that you need to do is have enough cash on hand in case something happens along the way. For example, if you have $20,000 in cash on hand and run into a $5,000 car expense, you still have a strong savings. And the second thing you need is investments to grow your money. For example, if you have $50,000 invested in the market, your investments are generating you money. In order to live your dream life, you must organize your nest egg that maximizes potential with investments, but also minimizes risk with cash on hand. And while you're creating and organizing your nest egg, you should also be taking the fourth step and have manageable expenses. The interesting thing about money is that it is all relative to your expenses, and money can go a lot quicker when you have high expenses. For example, if one person's expenses were $8,000 and the other person's expenses were $4,000, this person would have to make 2 times more just to sustain their lifestyle. And so the fourth step is just to keep your expenses low. Live a modest lifestyle that isn't hard to maintain. Because when you keep your expenses low, your money goes a lot further. For example, say you are here and your dream life is to start your own business, and you have a nest egg of $50,000. Without an income, if your expenses are $8,000 a month, it would last you 6 months. Whereas if your expenses are $3,000 a month, it would last you 16 months. Keeping your expenses at a manageable level allows your money to go a lot further, which opens up a lot of options in your life. And if you want to live your best life, it's important to keep your expenses at a manageable level because 1, you do not need to make as much, and 2, your money will last you much longer. We spend so much of our lives trying to make money, which prevents people from doing what they want in life. But when you keep your expenses at a manageable level, your money goes a lot further in life and it opens up so many options to do what you want to do. And after you take all these financial preparations, we can move on to the 5th step. Be courageous. All right, up to this point, we have spoken about preparing for the journey to live your best life. First, you must remove the obstacles of debt. Second, you must create and organize a nest egg to protect you along the way. And third, you must keep your expenses at a manageable level so your money lasts you longer. And all these steps involve money. However, money can only prepare you to achieve something in life, but money by itself is not going to get you what you want in life. And so the next step that you must take is to simply take the first step on your journey, which involves being courageous. In order to live your best life, you can't just have the financial resources of money, but you also have to have the courage to take the plunge and make it happen. For example, when I was 19, I wanted to travel around Europe, and I had taken the financial steps to prepare for it. However, I had to be courageous enough to physically get on the airplane to begin the trip. And I did it, and I was terrified going abroad for the first time. I was literally shaking when I got off the airplane, but I still had the courage to do it. And in order to live your best life, you do need the financial resources to help you on the journey. But more importantly, you need the courage to take the first step and go on the journey to seeking the life you want. And for many people, gaining the courage to do something is a lot more difficult than all these financial preparations that you do beforehand. But once you begin your journey, you can take the 6th step and adapt. Whenever you're doing something out of the ordinary and pursuing a dream of yours, the journey is going to be full of twists and turns and surprises. And the biggest skill that's going to allow you to keep moving on your journey is your ability to adapt to whatever life throws at you. As the late Kenny Rogers once said, you gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. In order to keep moving to your goal, you have to financially adapt to whatever life throws at you. For example, I have been a full-time YouTuber for the past 2 years. I haven't bowed to anybody for over 2 years. But on this journey, I've had to adapt when my car needed a new engine for $7,000, when my income was around $1,500 a month, and when I moved across the country. And it's that adaptability that's allowed me to sustain this lifestyle for the past 2 years. And in order to live your best life, you have to learn to adapt to whatever life throws at you. To keep moving despite these obstacles and not stop when things get hard. Now, the final step that you need to take to live your best life is realize that there is no dream life destination. I strongly believe that if you set your mind to something, anything is possible. You just have to financially prepare for the journey and begin the journey. However, if you are courageous enough to seek the life that you want, you will quickly come to the realization that there is no destination. Because once you achieve one thing in life, you'll immediately be ready for the next thing. At no point will you ever feel as if you've made it, because life is this long journey with many bridges and many obstacles. After being able to do various things in my life, I have come to the realization that this destination of a dream life doesn't exist, but you're always ready to move on to the next thing in life. However, I believe that what makes for a good life and what it means to live your best life is just trying. Going on this journey where you prepare financially, take chances, and challenge yourself. Your best life is a life where you're just attempting things. The achievement and the destination doesn't matter because the journey is the destination. And if you take the steps to manage your money accordingly, that allows you to go on this journey, you will be living your best life, whatever that means. And with that, muchas gracias. Que tenga un buen día. Nos vemos, chicos.